You know that moment when you think you can come for black people, forgetting that the God of black people is stronger than whatever thing you're bringing all together. That's exactly what happened to this particular lady. She felt she can disrespect black folks, disrespect anybody and play Ray to the six card and still, get away with it. And even MAGA said, no, we're not doing this with you because you do not, you don't have what it takes. That moment when MAGA actually get to drop you as a person, that's exactly what is happening to this Latino lady who is contesting for Congress. And, she said a lot of things. Well, I'm going to let the rest of the videos roll. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. Let's go watch.
I hate to break it to you, but you're not white. You know how racist you have to be? That even MAGA says, no, man, that's too much for us. That we can't claim her. Donald Trump said, I can't put my name on her. She's way too racist. So he decided not to sponsor her. That's how racist Valentina Gomez from Colombia is. She moved to the US at the age of 10, but damn, your signs got vandalized not by Latinos, but by Muslims. Girl, you need to be careful. You're going after a very dangerous group. And now you're asking for volunteers? Gee, I wonder how many volunteers you got that now you have to post your own signs. Ran in Missouri and you lost, and now you went to Texas, and because you figured, surely Texas is going to align with me. Girl, but you are so radical that even Texas said no. You know how bad you have to be for Texas to say no? We cannot identify with you. We cannot support you. What are you going to do now?
I just got this letter from ICE, and I'm going to read it to you because things have gotten really serious. Ms. Valentina Gomez, it has come to our attention that you made statements regarding ICE. Thank you for warning our officers to make it home to their families every night and for offering free monsters for our boys. We know you can't vote anymore, but if we find it illegal with the voting ballots, we'll vote for you and send it to Texas. We can't wait to see you in Congress. ICE. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like ICE. I love them, and the offer still stands. So if you want a white monster, don't pull up to the P.O. box. Send me an email and I'll send you the address of one of my homes. God bless our ICE agents and
you know, if it's dirt on somebody, I'm going to find it. Valentina Gomez, I can't say what I want to say for guidelines reasons, but if you go to a certain website, you go to the Colombian category, you type in DP, guess who pops up? You can't run for office if you're involved in anything like that. I think someone should show a Texas official.
Oh, you guys are going to want to pay attention to this one.
Citizen, and the Republican Party of Texas is so corrupt that not only did they ban me from all Republican events just for exposing the horrible health condition of 84-year-old Congressman John Carter. Now I'm under investigation by multiple federal agencies, and today they use their power to remove me from the voting rolls so that I can even vote for myself. Since they made it illegal for me to cast my vote, do me a favor and send your mail-in ballot to Texas, because this is David versus Goliath. This is the establishment protecting their 84-year-old puppets. So vote me into Congress so I can make Texas the worst place for terrorist Muslims, illegals, and corrupt politicians to live in, so help me God. God bless you all.
Yeah, that is Republican candidate Valentina Gomez. She previously ran in Missouri for the Attorney General. She's endorsed by Greg Abbott, Ken Paxton. I think Ted Cruz endorsed her. I think Donald Trump endorsed her opponent. So this right here is why she got bananaed by voting in the state of Texas. Rightfully so. This was where she registered her voting. This is the address right here. This right here is a P.O. box. It's not a property. It is a P.O. box. You cannot register your voting to a P.O. box. That's illegal. It's clearly stated when you register to vote. She owns a property. This is her property. Now, her brother stated that the reason that she didn't register under her property is fear. Fear of what? Register under your property or you're not going to vote. You're under investigation for voter fraud now because you registered under a P.O. box. You're also under investigation for voter fraud because your unemployed brother is receiving tons and tons of money. Yeah, okay, so this right here is money from her campaign going to her campaign management. Now, her campaign manager is apparently her unemployed brother, who is somehow getting $8,000 a month. And this is going to his direct bank account. Gomez is going to it. That's her brother. Why is your brother getting $8,000 a month? And also, why are you paying for luggage and flights? Why are you leaving the state of Texas when you're running for a U.S. House seat in the state of Texas? I'm just a little curious. You're not running for a position outside. I mean, you are going to be in Washington, but you're getting elected by the people of Texas. And I'm just wondering, in your video, you told people to send ballots from other states to Texas. That is illegal. I don't know if you know that, but people can't send ballots to Texas to vote for you. I don't know in what wishy-washy world you think that can happen. But you like to lose campaigns to get money. This is like your thing. And this is why you're under investigation from multiple agencies, including the FBI. Don't forget that part, Valentina. And don't forget the pictures of you saying that it's easier to shoot undocumented people than to deport them. Yes, assassinate people, then deport them. And don't forget, you were not born in this country. You had to obtain citizenship, just like those very people that you want to execute. This is your political mom, educational purposes.
Listen to this, FAFO. Valentina Gomez, an aggressively hateful Colombian immigrant, is running as a Republican for a congressional seat in Texas. She's been on the internet spewing hateful anti-Islamic rhetoric and laughing and cheering when ICE is deporting immigrants and terrorizing communities. Well, now that same Republican Party has barred her from all official events and is investigating her. She has federal investigations on her now. If that's not enough, the cherry on top is that those same Republicans she was running with have now purged her from the voter rolls in Texas, so she can't even vote for herself in the upcoming election. Valentina Gomez, a Colombian immigrant and a naturalized citizen, decided to align herself with the Republican Party and ICE and is finding out that leopards really do.
Somebody tell Republican candidate Valentina Gomez that she's next on the list. Can somebody tell her that they're going after her, because no amount of talking about how good Trump is or burning the Koran is going to save you. Like, they don't like you. They don't like us. In fact, the fact that you got that damn flamethrower is going to look like a damn act of terrorism.
American citizen, and the Republican Party of Texas is so corrupt that not only did they ban me from all Republican events just for exposing the horrible health condition of 84-year-old Congressman John Carter, now I'm under investigation by multiple federal agencies, and today they use their power to remove me from the voting rolls so that I can even vote for myself. Since they made it illegal for me to cast my vote, do me a favor and send your mail-in ballot to Texas, because this is David versus Goliath. This is the establishment protecting their 84-year-old puppet.
I feel, Valentina, you have not learned your lesson yet. You haven't realized that you will never be invited to the party. You haven't realized that your invite was revoked a long time ago. You see, the party that you are trying to run in favor of actively wants to do what they have done to you, to everyone, all legal citizens here in the United States that are not white Americans, meaning not you, because they don't consider you white. Even though you might consider yourself white, they don't consider you one of them. When that white supremacist was on Univision and told Jorge Ramos that you are not the right kind of white that I want in this country, I'm surprised you didn't hear him when he said that. Jorge is lighter than you. He is whiter than you. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. You don't. And you have an accent, a Spanish accent. You know how they feel about Spanish being in their space, right? You do. You must understand that, right? I don't think you understand. The multiple times that Latinos have been told, this is America, speak English. I'm pretty sure those white supremacists that hear your accent don't want you representing them. And that's the reason why they did what they did to you. That's the reason why the Texas Republican Party removed you from the ballots. That's the reason why you're under federal investigation, Valentina, because you are not like them. As much as you want to pretend that you are, they will never see you as one of them. And it's only a matter of time, before Trump sends his, cronies after you, because you're never going to be one of them.
Valentina Gomez is back at it again. This time she claims that she's lost the right to vote. And she's blaming the GOP, the federal government, from erasing her from the voting rolls. But she did this herself. In their annual audits, Texas identified that her voter registration was linked to a P.O. box. Literally this P.O. box right here, which is illegal. So they dropped her from the voting roll. It's literally her fault. And it gets even funnier. Because she was dropped from the rolls and no longer a registered Republican, based on Texas primary laws, she can no longer participate in the Republican primary for her district. Now, she can register to vote right now. In fact, the county seat had reached out to help her register, but the deadline to participate in the primary and be registered has passed. So she has disqualified herself to run for the seat. Now, she had no chance of winning, none at all. But what a fitting way to end her campaign. A loser. Oh well.
People like this actually forget the fact that, light skin doesn't mean white. Like, it doesn't mean it. Okay. And for the fact that they have kept quiet for a while does not mean that they are not seeing what you're doing. And when they want to dish you out, it doesn't take time. That's exactly what this lady is experiencing. Now, she is now looking for everybody to help her. This is somebody who, boldly have said a lot of things, about everybody. He has said things about immigrants. He has said things like this lady have said a whole lot. And now she's finding out. I think she's finding out alongside some of our fellow Latinos who actually voted for this. Because when black folks warn them about everything, none of them listen. And now they are all finding out by themselves. Well, someone said, okay, there's a huge section of lighter skinned Latinos who refer to themselves as white Latino, and they show it like that. Okay, anyway, lighter fair skin with straight hair does not make you white. People can still see that you are a person of color. Okay, now another commenter said, as a Texan and as a black American, we have been trying to tell the so-called Hispanics, but they spite in our faces, and then whenever they are king, the white people give them the wake-up call. They try to play that so-called black and brown stuff. They are not indigenous to America. They are Eurasians. Oh, okay. The modern day Mexicans, okay, Brazilians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and any other Spanish or Portuguese are Europeans and, of course, Eurasians. Okay, the white people will always give every race that are not white America their wake-up call. That's what they do not fail to realize. We have been trying to tell every immigrant since the beginning of time, but they slap or spite in our faces every time. They are proud Chicanos, which only means Chinese, and the ones that call themselves Latinos are not. They don't come from the Tinos of the Caribbean. Tinos and Arawak that lived in the Caribbean island were black or melanated people. But listen and believe the white people whenever they tell you the truth the first time. Somebody will always say, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. But somehow, a lot of these people didn't believe, okay, what these people have been telling them. The PAM people have been telling them for years, but they do not want to believe. So this one say, hey, didn't Trump recently sign something insulting ICE agent to detain anyone with a Spanish accent? She's in trouble. She's the type that every time she thinks you weaken the planet and takes the whole planet backwards into the dark ages. And to think about it, okay, this lady wasn't even born in the US. That's the funniest part of it. She wasn't born in the US. You are not a natural. You are just a naturalized citizen. You were not born in that country. You just came in and naturalized into the country, and yet you're making bold statements and all of those things just because you felt that you are. Oh my God! Like this particular lady. Oh my God. Anyway, this one say she is a really sick woman. I hope she has protection from the cartel she's snitching on. Okay, and this one said her sentiments must resemble or represent a number of Colombia living in the US. Okay, I'm tired of all of these people trying to make it look like we are against them because they don't listen. That's why you are on your own right now. Okay, and let's take the last comment. This one said the right wing are no longer interested in right wing marginalized immigrant tokens and are open to speak up for themselves. Why? Because they never wanted that. They never wanted anything to do with you, and they don't want you coming into the country. They despise the idea that they have to cater to people that they have nothing to do with. Just because you recite a talking point means that we have to include you? Hell no. Okay, that's exactly why this woman is getting her FO moment. Okay, she might have been accepted if she had just been quiet about her race to the seas like the rest of them. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. What's your own take about today's video? Let's have it in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all on my next. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.